Hi, this is iKargos representative. In this issue, we bring you three major global logistics news for March 2024. Red Sea detour route, the status of the Panama Canal, and the current M&A, a situation of major forwarders. So, let's get started. Demand for Asia-Europe intermodal transport surges. Demand for intermodal transportation is growing as container shipping is forced to shift to a circuitous route via South Africa's Cape of Good Hope. Merchant vessels by the pro-Iranian Houthi militia in Yemen. Many container vessels have shifted their voyages to the Cape of Good Hope, bypassing the Suez Canal. This diversionary route has increased the number of vessels, which in turn has affected freight rates and drawn attention to intermodal transportation. For example, the most recent week of air cargo traffic from Dubai to Europe has seen an astounding increase of more than 200% over the previous year. Combined transport from Asia to Dubai's Jebel Ali port by sea, then transshipped and transported by air, can be up to 40% less expensive than shipping cargo from Asia to Europe by air and with shorter lead times than shipping by sea. In the international transportation industry, various factors, such as international conditions requiring route adjustments during the COVID-19 pandemic, the shortage of space and containers, and the long offshore waiting times at ports, are fresh in our minds. We must always be aware of the latest situation and offer alternative solutions. The situation in the Red Sea also requires continued attention. Companies have increased revenue since the beginning of the year due to the Red Sea diversion. Three Taiwanese shipping companies, Evergreen, Yangming Shipping, and WAN High Lines, have been able to pass on increased fuel costs and other costs caused by sailing a detour route via South Africa's Cape of Good Hope to their selling prices, leading to an increase in revenue. Due to the Houthi attack on merchant vessels, taking a circuitous route to the Cape of Good Hope increases the length of the voyage by about 2 weeks. As a result, ocean freight rates of various shipping companies are rising as they pass on the significantly increased fuel and other costs to the selling price. In February this year, Evergreen recorded a 62% increase over the same month last year, to approximately 14.13 billion yen. While most months in 2023 were below the previous year's level, the year ended with an 8% increase in January 2024 and a 62% increase in February 2024 compared to the previous year. Demand for intermodal transportation is also increasing, and shipping companies' revenues have been greatly affected by geopolitical issues. As a result, there is a growing view that the situation will continue to be unstable.
DHL has withdrawn from participating in the acquisition of DB Schenker, a subsidiary of Deutsche Bahn AG, with potential bidders including DSV and Maersk.
Deutsche Bahn announced the sale of its subsidiary DB Schenker in mid-December 2023. Major logistics companies such as DHL, Kuehne and Nagel, and DSV were among the candidates. The sale price is said to be more than $2 million. Following Kuehne and Nagel, which has already announced that it has no intention of bidding, DHL has announced that it will not participate in the bidding process.
DHL achieved record sales in 2022, but the following year, 2023, saw a 13.4% decline in sales and a 25% year-on-year drop in net income. This decline in sales is believed to be one of the reasons for the company's non-participation in this acquisition. However, DHL's CEO stated that the company is looking to acquire smaller companies that will drive value. Maersk has also hinted at participation in the bidding process, and we will be keeping a close eye on future developments. Panama Canal traffic declines due to water shortage. The number of vessels passing through the Panama Canal has decreased by 40% compared to last year due to restrictions on passage through the canal, which connects the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. The number of vessels operating the canal in January and February of this year was down 40% from the same months last year.
The canal, which is fed by Lake Gatun, has been restricted due to a severe water shortage. Normally, about 36 vessels per day passed through the canal, but in January of this year, the number was reduced to 22 vessels. Although the situation is now recovering, it is expected to remain unstable due to uncertain and uncontrollable climate change. The Panama Canal restrictions on passage have made it particularly difficult to secure reservations for LPG carriers and car carriers, as priority is given to container vessels. If vessels operating from the east coast of North America to Asia avoid the Panama Canal, they will have to go around the Cape of Good Hope to India and then to Asia, which will increase the length of the voyage by about 2 weeks, which is a serious problem. The Panama Canal transit right gives priority to shipping companies that have paid more in transit frequency and tolls. As the top customer ranking, since priority is given to the passage of container vessels, the impact on daily cargo and commercial industrial cargo is expected to be minimal. However, the future of shipping companies that operate car carriers and LPG carriers, which are unable to obtain reservations for passage, will also be a focus of attention. This highlights how the shipping industry is changing at a dizzying pace, affected by many issues: social issues in the Red Sea caused by the Houthis, and environmental problems caused by water shortages, and so on.